What's up, guys? It's been a long time since I've done any of these, but Jeanette made the suggestion, and I think it's not a bad idea as far as giving you guys an update about what's happening. Right now, we're driving through some stop-and-go traffic here in Thornton. Taking my M5. It's behind me on Nick's trailer, and E36 to the new shop. So it's not crazy. Not going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff there. It's mostly about storage for what I got in the plans in the future. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but kind of one of the things I left off was talking about all the different options and stuff, for motorsports every day. So basically what I'm trying to do, or what I'm trying to accomplish right now, and we just got back from COTA, is get the house ready to sell it. So I've got a house up in Platteville. I've got a good chunk of equity in the house, and so what I'm doing right now is basically getting all the stuff out of it. I'm sure some of you guys have seen me selling stuff on Craigslist and on Facebook Marketplace, and selling through all my fun BMW stuff, and selling through my cars and all that kind of craziness. But yeah, so right now I've got I just got a hold of a guy a couple days ago, Tom Anderson. Has basically rents out airport hangars down in, I guess it's Calhoun or Ellicott or whatever it is, down there in east of Colorado Springs. So once I sell my house, which right now is 138 miles north of where the storage unit is, so it is definitely quite the drive. It'll be nice to have a place where all my cars are at, where my tools are at, that's secure, that's not going to get fucked with, that, that guy's got cameras and stuff there, which is awesome, and then hopefully, and it's not that badly priced. It's 1,100 square foot. It's kind of shaped like a T, which ends up kind of working out better, I think, because it kind of have like these different staging areas with where the cars are. So I like that, and so I'll have basically like little zones, or like these are where the storage cars are, this is where the WRX is, where the tools are, this is where the Honda is. And kind of one of the things that gets me excited is kind of having these kind of pseudo ongoing projects where I can finally, tear the Beamer down, tear the M5 down, and put the thermostats in it, and figure out what the silly drivetrain noise is in it, and do all this extra like little work. Maybe put a front bumper on. I think I'm gonna have the insurance company do that for me. But if I keep the M5, and do all those little projects that I'd like to do, that it can't just have the garage tied down with, and then have I have a B series swap kit. I'd like to put my B series, my B series stuff into my into the Prelude. So I've got an old Place Racing mount kit with axles and mounts and everything. I already have a YS1 tranny. I've got a built B21, basically. It's like a 2.0 liter that's poured out a little bit, high compression and stuff, B16 head, a whole bunch of random stuff. So it would be nice to like actually have multiple projects going at once. So like while I'm waiting for one thing, I can be working on another thing, and it's not a big deal. And so I'm super pumped about that. I'm also really pumped that like going on in the future, after I sell the house, I'll have a place where it's remote from everybody. I love that it's actually still only 20 minutes from Colorado Springs. So like in less than 20 minutes, I'm coming up on places to eat, coming up on like part stores, coming up on like Walmarts and Home Depots and all that stuff, like 20 to 30 minutes. And so it's still remote without being super far away. And where I live right now in Platteville, I already have to drive 20 minutes to get to an AutoZone, or get to an O'Reilly's, or and even a little bit further than that to get to a Walmart. So I'm super pumped about that even though this place is super remote and like way off the beaten path and stuff, it's still in a good spot. So it's also only about 35-40 minutes from where Jeanette lives in Colorado Springs, and it's actually closer to all the tracks I race at in Colorado than where my current location is, even if it's just marginally closer. Like, it's 2 hours to La Junta, it's 45 minutes, it's like an hour to Pueblo, 45 minutes to PPIR, and still less than 2 hours to High Plains. And right now, I mean, everywhere is further than that from where I'm at in Platteville, which usually isn't a big deal. I don't mind that, but so yeah, it's actually a really sick, super sweet spot. Hopefully, I don't see any problems with me being there about me vacating and stuff, but I do know that it's a privately owned airport, and they really want to have airplanes there rather than have like car storage there. But talking to the owner of the facility, sounds like it's hard with it being a dirt runway and all that other stuff. It's actually hard to actually keep them rented with airplanes. So I think he's got like a little bit of a mix between the two. We're definitely keeping on the like what we're doing on the down low, and I told him, I was like, I'm not using this as like a career mechanic space. Basically, I'm using it to work on my projects, mostly store my cars while I'm traveling, and then like when stuff's coming up for big races, or like when we put the motor from Keith, or any of that stuff into the WRX, we're gonna have a place to actually work on it at, where it's kind of out of the way. So it is kind of a bummer that it's a drive up north, to do anything, like go to Flatirons or whatever. But as it is right now, I usually spend an entire day, with whoever I'm hanging out with, whether it's MoFab Scotty or, the guys over at Flatirons Tuning, or whatever the case may be. So it's actually like not a huge deal to actually be there so far away. So yeah, sorry, I have to forget my phone now. I have a limited. I'm actually surprised I even have a mag mount in here. But yeah, so super pumped about that. And that leads me kind of to the other thing. Why would you sell your house? Why would you get a shop that's 135 miles away from where you live right now? And as most of you guys probably know, and for those that don't, that are maybe seeing this for the first time, not working, getting fired from Halliburton, I guess about 2.5 months ago, a little over 2 months ago, we decided basically that we're gonna sell everything, buy an RV, get a stacker trailer. I mean, that's an ideal condition anyway, and take the show on the road. I've got some fun opportunities lined up across the country to kind of drive for some other people. I drive for my buddy Dallas West. He had a Civic, but now that's moved into an ST1000, which I'm not complaining about. Get a little direct competition with Nick Stedderford, and basically play with some other people's cars, do some other different events, and have fun doing that. Like, basically, I think we kind of lined it out as to like three, or maybe the German way, 3 mini tours, where basically we'll leave Colorado, be gone for however many events it is, and then come back to Colorado, do some stuff, some touch-ups on the car, make changes, whatever it is. Hopefully we're not dropping in engines constantly, and like last year, but basically go through that, that process over and over again, and then go to the next mini tour. That's pretty much, most of these are all on the East Coast, Midwest to East Coast. Come back, go back over there later, come back. So I'll be spending a ton of time on the road. So have it in the shop, where basically my cars are, the cars that I'm not using, like the M5, if I decide to keep it, the E36, which we're definitely keeping it, the Prelude, which obviously the Prelude could never go away. It'd be nice to have all that stuff, plus all my garage stuff, all in one spot, where I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, Tom, the guy who's ridden into me, is super cool, super chill dude. He's also I don't know if I'd say he's a Subaru guy, but he's got a handful of Subarus. He's got 2 Subarus. He's also got a 6-liter Suburban like I've got, and he's got some airplane toys and stuff like that. So definitely a super cool dude. Definitely like that guy. I'm excited about it. It seems like it's a good relationship already, and I'm being as transparent as I can be too, so that there's like no surprises with him. But yeah, get the RV. Hopefully after we sell the house, maybe in a month or two, have the RV, have the stacker, start doing work on the WRX, and hopefully we'll make it out with the WRX in kind of its 2020 form for Road Atlanta in May. That's the goal. So yeah, I figured I'd give you guys an update since I'm just driving in traffic and it's not a big deal. I really appreciate all the support from most of the guys buying the used parts and stuff, and taking this stuff off my hands. I really appreciate it. That's been super helpful, super beneficial, to like not only get stuff out of my house, but to help try and do this stuff where I haven't been working for 2 months, and cota was really expensive, and mad thanks to like all my sponsors and stuff, MoFab for basically tuning me. Like not only did they tune me literally the day before we left, but they also gave me touch-ups and stuff while I was down in cota. Mad thanks to Flatirons Tuning for hooking me up on discounts and stuff, and taking good care of me, getting this other motor ready, let me ship this silly little engine and stuff to their shop. Obviously the donut shop cage was still beautiful and still amazing. Still get compliments on that thing every time. My buddy Alex was up there at my house yesterday borrowing an engine hoist, and he's like, damn, this fucking cage is sick. I really need to get this cage done into my car. And I was like, absolutely, you should. Those guys are the shit. Pegasus always being hella supportive. G-Lock, I'm excited about running their new pads. I got some new, I got a handful of irons in the fire right now, and hopefully that leads me to the next iteration of stopping power for me. So I'm excited about that. I don't want to give away too much there, because there's like literally the company that I've been dealing with is literally making the parts to do basically what I feel like is mutually beneficial for them and for the motorsports community. Super excited about that. Super excited about Keith, this motor from Keith. Like this thing, I expect we're only going to run this thing to 500 wheel or so. We're going to run it on a standalone. We're going to run it on dry sump. So we're trying to do everything we can within our power to take good care of the motor. We're not going to get crazy with the camshafts, crazy with the timing or anything like that. So I'm excited about doing that. I'm excited about with some of the, let's see who else are we with. Caruso. It's been really awesome. Has reached out. Boosted Scoop Motorsports has been great. And yeah, a lot of the, like all the sponsors we had last year are still game with us for 2020, even though I'll be traveling. We traveled a lot last year, there's no doubt about that, but we're definitely going to be making a stronger effort to make more of a presence with all the NATA groups, and that's the North American Time Attack Council, so Grid Life, Global Time Attack, SCCA, those things. So definitely stay tuned, and hopefully once we get the RV going in like a month and a half or so, I expect that this is going to be, I mean, what's more fun than being a guy who's racing cars and traveling across the country? Like, it's going to be fucking sick. I'm just so excited. Like I said, motorsports every day. We're going to fucking do it. And definitely stay tuned. And yeah, this is a fun update.